Hi and welcome to another battle report. This is 2500 points between my friend Simon's empire and my Bretonnians, led by the king himself. So to start with the empire list, on the hill we have 2 cannons, we have 3 demogrips with full command, we have a big block of halberdiers. In that unit you have a level 4 Lord Beast with the spear, curse, pelt and wild form. Detachment to that is a unit of 10 swordsmen and 10 handgunners. For his other flank he have another unit of halberdiers. In that he has his spell standard bearer, he has his general, a arch lector, and I think a witch hunter. For that halberdier unit he have detachment of 10 handgunners and 10 swordsmen. And to the furthest in this picture you have a big unit of greatsword with a warrior priest and a captain in it. For my left flank, furthest in the corner, I have a unit of realm lands. My plan for them was actually to charge its cannon, because I have a banner of swiftness with make me movement 9. I have the rampage standard, which make me reroll any failed charges, and then I have paladin with virtue of impressious knights and a lord with the same virtue. So that's basically mean that I have a charge of 4d6 plus 9 reroll failed charges, so they can just shoot out of the cannon. And I don't think a lot of people are aware that Bretonnian can actually get a unit that can make a 33-inch charge the first turn, so that's will come a bit of a shock for him. You will see later in this game. And I also have a unit of 5 chaff errant knights. So for my right flank I have a unit of 6 grail knights with musician and standard. They have the gleaming pennant standard, and I have a unit of realm with the, I don't think they have any special standard, but they have my level 1 Lord Beast with Amber Spear and Wizard's Wild Form in it. And then I have a unit of 6 Errant Knights with Champion Musician, and another unit of Grey Knights with the Banner of Eternal Flame, so I'm taking full advantage of the King's ability to make you unlock more than 1 unit of Grey Knights. And I also fought for fluff that I wouldn't bring any peasants in this army, because if you're gonna have elite guard for the kings in such a small forces, you cannot have a lot of peasants in it, because that's not realistic, I don't think. And of course, as far as away from the cannon as possibly can get is the king himself, trying to avoid being shot off the board the first turn by a lucky cannon bounce. Well, since I am Bretonnian, he gets to choose who goes first, and he chooses to go first. So he basically on this flank pushes up all of his units. That forest is a fungus forest. And on the other flank he pushes up a bit, as you can see on this picture. You can see his halberdier is a little bit too much in the forest, so the majority of the models are in the forest, and he will soon know why that was a mistake. In the magic I don't think he gets anything of importance. Of he gets Wizard's Wild Form on his demogrip. I think in the shooting phase he killed 1 Grail Knight, but that's basically it for his first turn. Well, this is my right flank. I pretty much don't do much. I push it up a bit with my units, and the Lord is hiding behind the greatsword, hopefully get some cover from the cannonball, and that's it for this flank. And well, on this flank I make a 27-inch charge with my Bretonnians into his bunker, and well, he was pretty much surprised with my ability to actually do this, but yeah, shit happens. Well, in magic he dispels everything, shooting after peasants, so I don't have any. And well, in combat I break him. And what's even worse for him is, even though his halberdiers get away, uh, his swordman detachment run through his demograph. And as you can see, they are not on the table anymore because they failed a panic test and they run away from the closest enemy unit, which are the knights, so they run off the board turn 2 without doing anything at all for him. So for Empire turn 2, his swordmen run off the board, which make the closest cannon in this picture panic as well, and it cannot shoot. And I think the other one was the one that got a misfire last time, so that couldn't shoot either. So both his cannon are out of shooting this turn. His halberdiers, thankfully for him, rallied. I do not have any more picture of his turn 2, but this picture will pretty much describe what's happened. He pushes up with his unit. You can see my realm lands there in the middle are pretty much taking a lot of fire. And well, they started as 7 and 5 of them die from handgunner fire. Handgunners against Bretonnian is a bad combination for the Bretonnian player. So basically what I do, I took my damsel and moved them out to the errant lands, out to the left of this picture, and pushes up my Grail Knights to charge his handgunner next turn. If only one of them survives, I pretty much can make a charge and he cannot do stunning shoots. And my errant knights will charge the other handgunner lands. I took my 2 remaining realm lands and put them in front of his halberdier so they cannot do anything. I take my errant lance into his swordman detachment, and I take my grey lance with the king into the flank of his great sword. Well, in the top of this picture I choose to slam in my realm lance into his halberdiers. Actually, it may be a stupid move, I don't know, the odds are pretty much in his favor in a grind, but my thinking here, it's a casual game, it doesn't really matter what happened. Let's just fight it out and see how it goes. Well, in combat my errant knights flop, but they charge from high ground and have a shot, so they won, and the swordmen break and I didn't catch them. In combat with the king, I issue a challenge and he sent forward his champion. I get 5 overkills or something like that. I can reroll to hit and reroll to wound, and I'm strength 5, weapon skill 8, so a great sword champion is no match for him. The Grey Knight skills like 6 great sword or something like that, plus a warrior priest, and I win, but he is stubborn and he sticks. Well, in this combat, I think even though the odds were in his favor, I win by a couple in the charging turn. So he rolls a 9 or an 8, I think a halberdier unit with a warrior priest leadership 8 or something like that, or oh well, anyway, he breaks and I run out of the board. So for the Empire turn 3, his swordman will continue running. His halberdier charges my realm lance. His handgunner does some damage to my Grail Knights. I think he can kill an errant knight, so maybe a Grail Knight or something. But that's it for his shooting phase. And as you can see in this combat, his greatsword dies like fly. His captain had gone hide in the back rank instead of fighting my king, but he still sticks around. His halberdiers kills my realm, and he reforms like that to face off my lines. And this is after my movement phase. As you can see, my errant passes their impulsive test and the stupid test in the forest and reform like that. And the sneaky thing I did is, since I have a champion, he can only kill my champion and my 3 remaining knights can't be hurt, so that's really good. My Grey Knights have shot his handgunner, and my Arrow Knight actually failed a shot on his other handgunner unit. I think he killed one off with standing shoots, and that's it for my movement. And of course my BSB Lance reformed to face off his 2 remaining cannons. This is me getting off the only spell I get during the whole game, and it's an ambush gear on his handgunner, and I roll a 1 to wound the second guy, so I killed 1 handgunner. And you can see at the top of this picture my BSB Lance is close and will charge his cannon next turn. Well, here I think he did a mistake in the combat with the king, because he refused and challenged once again. I think it would have been better to take it to stop my king from attacking his unit, and hopefully would have some great swords left, so I would still be stubborn. But now in the case, he was not stubborn, he didn't have hold the line, and he just break, and I catch him and kill him. Well, of course, for his turn, his halberdier charges my air knight. What charges did he really have? And we go into shooting phase. His 2 cannon try to grape shot my knights, and one of them explode. And the other one I passed. He did 1 wound, but I passed my ward save, so it had no effect. Well, of course, his halberdier managed to kill that champion, which I sacrificed for him, but he didn't manage to hunt me down. And I get away, and I will hopefully rally next turn. You can see the combat with the Grey Knights and the handgunners. We're still grinding, and he actually managed to take down a Grey Knight, which are ridiculous. Grey Knights should never die when fighting Empire handgunners or Great Sword or Inner Circle Knights or whatever. They should just beat the crap out of every other human there is. But anyway, that was his turn 4. So for the Bretonnian turn, I of course slam my knights into his cannon and will make short work of them. And my errands, even though 2 died to standing shoot, slams into his handgunners. And of course I will kill those units. Well, this is the last picture of the game. It's before his 1 handgun unit breaks, but they will do it soon. And well, it ended up being a pretty big victory for the Bretonnians. I lose 1 realm lance, which is 140-60 points ish, something like that. And he loses basically everything except for that halberdier unit with the general and his BSB with witch hunter in it. So that's the game, and well, I'm pretty happy that the king didn't get shot out with a cannonball turn 1, because that was my big worries, because now I actually got him painted up to his standard, which I'm pretty pleased with, and to having die first turn by a cannonball, no thanks, that's not a good way to start. But here he gets to fight in his arm terms, he gets into combat with a weak unit, he can basically just grind down, and it turns out alright. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you have seen, please feel free to subscribe, like, or if you have any question, just print it down below. And that's it for me. I hope you have a nice experience. I see you around.